Still happy got this. Again, we got a lot of, pretty much all of the stuff so far, which is nice. And we're gonna try out. Look how evil and Dark Sylveon is. And we're gonna go through a Dark Sylveon deck to celebrate more celebrations. Dark Sylveon V got Disarming Voice and Tricky Ribbon. We're gonna go with the Tricky Ribbon for 100 and then discard at random a card from their hand. And then use the new Zacian V to help accelerate. We're accelerating! Yay! Accelerate some energy. You know, we'll go first on stuff there. If you go second, you go with the Cresselias. So you can start powering up the Sylveons, and then you get the Galarian Articuno, one of. So you can do that, and then you got the energy switches and all that stuff. And of course, Mew is also there to help, along with just a copy of, just to see, so we can grab some item cards there. Hey, cute little Mew. Mew looks adorable in the art. And then just a little bit of the disruption stuff there. You get the Fan of Waves, Team Yell Grunt, to kind of do some disruption stuff there. Maybe adding a couple more of it, or more of the hand disruption, but I wanted to try this, and then I'll try, see how well we do with more of the hand disruption. Some switch cards there with the Air Balloon and everything. Fall Crystals, Quick Balls, search out your Pokemon, etc. Ordinary Rods, so you can reuse your Sylveons and everything, shuffle them back in again. And Psychic Energies. And we got some Horror Energies as well to go with the deck. Do a little bit of extra damage since only 100 isn't much. But then you can also attack with the Zacian V, which is pretty nice. But Ribbon Badge is the key here. Just for fun. It's just a fun little deck just thrown together. So then your 2-prize Sylveons. Remember, Dark Sylveon V has Sylveon V in it. So that 2 prize becomes 1 prize, so they knock out all 4 of your Sylvia. That's only 4 prizes, and then you can do them again or attack with Zacian. See what happens. You got Training Court to bring back your energies. You have Marnie's, again, for that disruption. With the draw boss's orders, maybe pull something out, get rid of its energy, keep it there, the active type of stuff. And Raihan to help accelerate energy, just like the Zacians, etc. And of course, doesn't hurt to have Professor's researches for that draw. Yes, we're looking at you. And that's the list. I love the idea when I'm like, oh yeah, that counts. Ribbon Badge. We're all thinking the regular Sylveon V, and it's like, nope, that is still Sylveon V. I like it, so it makes Sylveon V a little bit more fun, useful. And might try it with the other Psychic Pokemon like Shadow Rider. But for now, we're just doing this. And see what we got going here. See if we can show off something with this deck. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. I think I saw Professor Burnett there. So it looks like, I guess we're going against something with V-Union. Interesting. Okay, I'm like, I don't remember if we went second or not, so I'm like, cool. So, we're doing pretty good here. We have Ribbon Badge, we have Cresselia. Ready to go, and, interesting, the energy. Are they actually trying to, oh my gosh, are they going to try and do its attack? That is awesome. Just like they're putting energy in there unless they want it just for a retreat. But I don't know. That's pretty, okay. Wow, yeah, really? I hope they, get him out of the active. If they're actually trying to attack with him. No. My bad hand. Still even... no draw support or anything. Oh, well. Oh, nice. Okay, so... Okay, I thought I saw Professor Burnett there. Unless they're throwing in... This is a mix, then. If they got Mewtwo and Dragapult with Xerneas and Jirachi. Okay. Still, very interesting, I'd have to say. Get rid of that. Marnie them into probably a godly hand and us into... Okay, we got draw supports. And we have more ribbons. Put more pretty ribbons on our Dark Sylveons, even though the Dark Sylveon, so evil, so sinister. But has a pretty ribbon. Retreat and just start, I guess. Having fun. Get that energy back. Yay. Yay, we did one knockout. We got to randomly get rid of something. So, yay. Off to a good start, and I don't see them doing anything yet because they're promoting the Xerneas. Oh. Oh, there goes my hand into more non-supporters. Like I said, I'll probably get more non-supporter cards. And no, I got one. Ooh, Spike Muff. Good thing we have that, but whatever. What shall we do? Don't need you anymore. Let's just thin this out. What we can. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shut up. Oh, weird out. Alright, let's see what we got. Do that. Get rid of an Energy. Oh, nice. Yep, they're just going to let it die. Good idea. Good idea, I would say. Dark Sylveon is there. Dark Sylveon. Dark Sylveon. Alright. We got a big hand. They're going to have a Marnie. Oh, they're going to have nothing? Okay. Well, at least at least they're doing bad, I would say. So we're doing good. Start up on another and another. Because all they're going to do is just retreat. But then they could have still done them with the confusion, but they had to get rid of energy. Oh no, they're just going to keep it and let it die. Nice. Yeah, we got energy like crazy here, so we'll get rid of... We're doing a pretty good job on this one. They're just getting like no hand whatsoever, so they have like nothing they can do. So I'm liking that. Then we take out that. Go after the Mew. They took one prize thanks to our ribbon. Do that, and we'll do that. We'll do that. Start attacking with the Zacian. Get any card I want. And then what I can do is, I guess... That's not going to do anything. Well, it'll be a slight annoyance, I guess, but it won't do anything. Get another ribbon. Get myself another. I mean, I already have draw support like crazy. Get a boss. In case you decide to run with them. And then we do that. Get rid of their draw supporter, which could have gotten them something. They still get their draw supporter. How lucky. That was some luck there. Alright. They're going to take the free prize with the Mew. And then put the rest on. Yeah, but then we got all that on there. So we need to do, what, 180. We don't do that, but yeah, move all that energy around. We do that. Alright, we'll just retreat. Get that one back. Go onto there. And then, crud. I thought I had another. Oh, well. Oh, well. That sucks. We could have won right then and there. But, what are they going to do? They can't win. And then he's only got 30 HP left. Yeah, they're just giving up. So, yeah, I'm like, I thought I had another. I got rid of the wrong one. Then I got rid of the wrong one. One of the horror. I should have kept that, and then we could have. That's why but we still won. Happy face. And happy face. And there we go, don't you know? So we won one with Dark Sylveon V. Holla. You know. You know. So, yay. We won one, and just a heads up on this one. Whoever this is, they get kind of annoying and obnoxious, so I mute them because they just constantly, like a lot of times, just spam the emojis and hello, you have a good deck. Phew, that was close. And it's like right now, you're seeing them just hitting that button over and over again. Like, they are annoying and obnoxious. Like, why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? And then you realize why they're acting like that because, you know, it took them forever to, like, set up too, and they take their turns long. Because what it turns out with this deck is a, you know, just one of those ones that I consider to be a kind of a lay. I'm muting that guy because it's like, why do you keep doing that? Just to be annoying, because hopefully they're thinking, you're annoying and I'm just going to quit. Because that's what this deck is. It's one of those ones where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes. I sat there for about 32 minutes. That was the final time, like 31 minutes and something seconds. Playing this, where I ended up winning. Spoilers, just to show you. So I speed this up. It gets more sped up after I'm done with this. So if you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. And then don't be like this and don't play like this where... Because eventually I'm like, oh, I get it. Because you don't know at first, but then you're like, this deck is one of those where they just... Hopefully you deck out, and they just... It's one of those one decks where they just, like, keep shuffling back in. You know, like, what was it with, like... You had it with the Rangaroo, then you had it with Excadrill. Stuff like that where it's just, they just put something out. And then you just sit there and they just wait till you deck out and they just reshuffle with Palpad. They have, I found out that Delga does something where you can add something in again. And they just over and over again and then they heal. as soon as I get to Metagross. But I'm like, no, I guess so just because it got to the point where they had less cards than me while they're trying to do the deck out thing for me. And I'm like, you have less cards, you've used up, then eventually it's like, eventually you're going to use up all your resources, because then I start playing the route where confusion. Where I'm like, I'll just confuse it. So then they try to do the Metagross that do the cards it needs to add to its hand, and then it hurts itself, and that's less. But then towards the end, you get to the point where like, no, I'll put more in there so they do search. So they use up more, and then they used up more. They had less cards. I have Marnies in the deck. And then stuff like that. So I'm just sitting there with Marnies. And because of Marnie, and I wait till I had like 0 cards in the deck, Marnie, my big hand back into the deck, to where I had, to the point where I ended up, where it was more than just 2 cards more than them, I ended up having like 5 or 6 more than them, then they used up stuff, then eventually they just concede. But I can only imagine this whole time, if I didn't mute them, you saw what they were doing at the beginning, right? Do you like people like that? I get it, you can do it, maybe you do it after you win, or something, and hit the button, a couple smiley faces, like, haha, I did it, hee hee, whatever. But not at the beginning of the game when you're just in the middle playing, and every turn they're just like, face, hello, you have a good deck, phew, that was close, and stuff like that over and over again. It's like, why are you doing this? So, the player was obnoxious, the deck was obnoxious, and they kept on playing it out, even though they had less the deck me out. See, what I don't like is, I don't know how you think you're going to win. It's like, do you not think I play Marnies? You saw one in my discard already. Thankfully for that. And I'm just like sitting back like, okay, I can play this game. And then I think what the point of the deck is, because I've noticed that with a lot of them is, and I was waiting for the time on their clock. I've won a lot of times where they run out with the time. I win with the time clock. Because they'll go down to 0 while I'm still at like 15 minutes on my clock. Where I'm like, I had one where I was going to put a whole video out to show you, like, this is how you beat these decks. But I'm like, nah, screw it. It was close to rotation. I was like, nah, by the time I put it out, it would be rotation. And it was one of those decks where they tried with the chip-X thing there, too. And it was like, over and over again. It's like, well, eventually, I'm like, my deck that they were playing against, it's like, oh, I have stuff ready for it. And, like, the more you keep alternating stuff, eventually, I am going to be able to get what I need. And then it's like, there we go. And what I ended up doing was they allowed the boss to go on top of my deck with the chip-X, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to boss out your guy. You have no way of switching. You're out of switches. You're out of this. You're out of this. You're out of this. Your Rangaroo or whatever has all this energy on there. It can't do anything. He's stuck. Now you're going to deck out. And they just sat there, and they kept going while they're stuck, and I knew what all cards they had left in their deck, because they just shuffled those cards back in with, like, their cards. So you know what they put back in. And I'm like, okay, your deck is only this many cards left. There's no switches, no nothing. Yet they still, but they have another Pal Pad in there. Yet they put Pal Pad in there for more stall and to shuffle 2 more in, then to shuffle. And I'm like, why are you doing this? You have no way to win. You'll still deck out before me. Why do you want to drag this on another 5 minutes when you can't win? It's like what this person's doing. I can only imagine they're spamming the emoji towards that end there, like over and over again. Haha, ho, just to make it go, I'm going to quit. It's like, no, I know most people, I'm not going at anybody, but I know most people nowadays, they can't, sit still and do stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I can sit here all day, buddy. And I can take, 31 minutes. I'm just like, I'll sit here for 31 minutes. I'm not just going to sit there and quit because of your annoyance and your obnoxiousness and the way the deck is. No, it's like, towards the end of the match, I just see them speeding up now. They try stuff there. Eventually, like I said, I do. Because then I start building up on the Zacian, I start doing stuff like that. I do end up where I'm going to end up like, I can't deck out, you'll deck out first because they use up too much of this. What they should have done was not used up a lot of the resources. And then they could have had a chance, but it came down to where it was like, well, you'll see, but it came down to that. And these type of decks, I'm like, no, I can sit here, I can put something on the television, I get, big screen right here, I can watch something. I do it most of the time, I'm watching something on YouTube or something. Anyway, while I play, and stuff like that, so I can just sit there and be like, hey, you do what you do, I'll watch this, and then when it's my turn, I do what I gotta do. And yeah, it's a very long, annoying deck, is all I'm gonna say. But we win. Spoilers, because no, I don't get bullied into quitting the game with these type of decks where they act the way they do. Like this person here, I don't know, but when the whole time before I muted them, all they were doing was spamming the emojis, the words, and all that stuff there. It's like, what are you doing? Like, over and over again. It's like, okay, that's going to be annoying. So I've seen that happen before, too, with a lot of these decks, where they do that, so they can hopefully psych you out and make you just quit, because you're annoyed by it. You're annoyed by the deck. You're annoyed by them doing face, heart, hi, hello, ha, ha, ho, and stuff like that. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to let someone like that win. And, yeah, they deck out, and basically, and they quit, and we win. So Dark Sylveon, 2 wins, and Dark Sylveon holds its own against a deck like this, so it does pretty well for itself. And we'll just skip along here. You can watch. I sped it up. You can watch, and we'll get to the end here. Okay, here we are at the end, where we win, and they basically just whatever, but they try, but I got, again, Marnie in my hand, I'll have more. They can Marnie, then I'll Marnie again. Like I said, they Marnie right now. They're down to 6 cards. I get Marnied. I'm down to 11 cards. So I have more cards than, like, this is what I'm talking about. How exactly? And then I have another Marnie in my hand. I'll be able to draw into one eventually, and then I'll do it again. You can't win. I don't understand when they do this. Just quit. You're wasting everyone's time, and that's the type of player and deck that I hate. When you can't win, call it quits and quit wasting people's time. You might not have time, stuff to do with your life. Other people do, and it's just rude. Good thing Dark Sylveon won twice. But for the deck, ooh, boy, I don't know. I want to try a different build, but I really wanted uniqueness and creativeness and uniqueness and fun. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I like that it's Dark Sylveon. I wish we can get a Dark Sylveon V Max. Wink, wink, everyone. So creative and fun, it gets an A. It really is. Damage, ooh, we're going to give it a, if not for Zacian, I'd go even lower, but we're going to give it a C. It doesn't do enough. Defense, C+, I mean, maybe we'll go give it a B. We'll give it a B because you have the ribbons, and that helps with the price setups, and it helps you when you do the disruption. Reliability, we'll give it a C+. It's not very consistent, but it's okay. Overall, I would say we'll give it a C+. Weakness is, you know, the synergy and not getting what you need. And it just low damage output and needs to be paired up maybe more than just Zacian V. And it could work, but then it's like, why play Dark Sylveon V over something else? But if you built more maybe of the hand stuff, there maybe Oleana, that could work. So, yeah, fun deck. I love the idea of it. I love the artwork. I'm like such a sinister Sylveon there. And fun, I just want to give some love and support for this card. Thanks for watching. This has been
Professor TCG.